Data collection is one of the earlier decisions you will make when considering your research project, and it comes under the umbrella term of research methodology. How you will collect your data will depend on your chosen research type. For example, you may engage in more alternative types of data collection if you have adopted the mosaic approach as devised by Clark and Moss. These could be using stories, focus groups, or even graffiti walls with children. However, you will engage in more traditional forms of data collection, for example interviews, questionnaires or observations, if you undertake action research or a case study. However you decide to collect your data, the data you collect yourself is unique to your project and will be called your primary data. Primary data is one part of the data you need to complete a project. The other type of data is called secondary data. It is called secondary because it consists of data collected and written about by other people. This data is used to write your literature review, and its purpose is to show what is already known about a subject which is the same or similar to the one you are researching. You would normally gather your secondary data first so it informs the thinking about your research project. Then once you have decided on a focus for your own project, you will devise your own research tools to collect your primary data. Primary data is usually found in two main forms: quantitative data, which is usually represented in a numerical form, and qualitative data, which uses words. Quantitative data, because it uses numbers, is often referred to as continuous or discrete. Continuous data refers to a measurement of some kind, i.e. how tall you are on a scale in meters and centimeters. Each person would appear somewhere on the scale, and the measurement is likely to be different for different people. Discrete data refers to a fixed number, i.e. how many wheels on a car. We know this is a fixed number, for example 4, it can't be 4.2 or 4.5. In qualitative data, we most often gather data which is open in nature, for example conducting an interview, where the questions will give you lots of words to analyse. In terms of a research project, however, Thomas warns against referring to data as either qualitative or quantitative, which may give the impression that you need to choose one way or the other. In reality, you are likely to collect data from both sides of the continuum, and this is referred to as a mixed methods approach. For example, in a mixed methods approach, data can be collected regarding opinions and attitudes by using nominal data, i.e. a person's preference for a red or a blue car. Here, the number simply denotes a category. The ordinal scale provides an order to the data collected. For example, you may have a scale of very happy to very unhappy at the extremes, with happy and unhappy as further measures. These scales are often found in questionnaires and are referred to as Likert scales, as thought up by the psychologist Rensis Likert. In terms of data collection tools, you can see that in the quantitative category, you are most likely to see tests where the variables are tightly controlled to produce reliable data. You may draw on official statistics, i.e. data from a census would be an example of this, or any numerical data, i.e. data for which the outcome is a number. In mixed methods, you are likely to find questionnaires and observations, as both of these methods are capable of producing results which contain words and numbers. For example, in an observation you may have a time sample where you count the number of times a behaviour happens, or a naturalistic observation where you record a written account of the activity. In qualitative data, you are most likely to collect data using interviews, or keeping a diary of your own thoughts and actions, holding a focus group to get an overall feel for a topic, or scrutinising the words used within documents. If we consider the different types of data collection under each category, you can see how you may use more than one method of primary data collection. In reality, we are most likely to use a combination of mixed methods or qualitative data to conduct research. Whilst preparing your methodology, you will likely discover the term triangulation. Triangulation refers to examining a topic by more than one means in order to validate or make data more truthful or more accurate. There are several different ways of achieving triangulation. However, Denson mentions three. First, investigator triangulation. This is to have more than one researcher working on a project. The second is theory triangulation, which is to use more than one theoretical framework on which to base your project. And the third is methodological triangulation, which uses more than one method to collect data. For our purposes, we use more than one data collection method to achieve triangulation and to ensure the results of the project are as accurate as they can be. Finally, for this session, I would like you to join in the discussion forum, which asks you to look more closely at the alternative methods of data collection.